And we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth for game number 4, day number 2, the 2023 Single A State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, right here live on mylocalradio.com. Good evening, everybody. My name is Elin Oliff, and soon we'll be joined by the Hall of Famer Scott Mangold to give us the play-by-play, but it's my pleasure to bring you through the Big Country Properties pregame show, brought to you by Big Country Properties, Bobby Dalzall. We make it happen, 307-782-3556. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have our scene set, brought to you today by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant in Evanston, Wyoming, where we will recap what has happened so far in day 2 of the 2023 Single A State Tournament. You're tuned in to that, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, live on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. It's time for our scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. Well, let's start at the very beginning. Today, we had Green River and Torrington, and the Tigers win it in 8 innings, 11-8, your final score. And Green River's season comes to an end. The Tigers out of Torrington will take on the loser of this game tonight between the Casper Drillers and the Powell Pioneers. Then after that, we had a great game between the Lovell Mustangs and the Sheridan Jets. Sheridan jump out to a 5-0 lead, but Lovell would not be stopped, winning this one going away. Great job by Alex Hedges, who comes in off of the bench and really takes care of business for the Lovell Mustangs, as Lovell definitely came in with a job to do and accomplished that. They won that game, final score 14-8. And then the game we just wrapped up, the Cody Cubs took care of business against the Douglas Cats, final score 17-5. But man, the whole story of that game boils down to the 6th inning. Going into the 6th inning, it was 4-4, and then Cody takes off with 5 runs in the 6th inning and 5 in the 7th, outscoring the Douglas Cats 12-1 to take it 17-5. And they await the winner of this game. They'll play at 7 o'clock. The loser of this game will play at 1 o'clock against the Douglas Cats, I believe, is the bracket, and we will double-check that just to make sure. But, man, what a day it has been here at Class A State Baseball here on our scene set, brought to you today by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. If you're looking for tacos, if you're looking for quesadillas, if you're looking for a good steak as well, El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant is your go-to spot. So it's the Casper Drillers taking on the Powell Pioneers as we move on to what would usually be our coach's show, brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. Jake Major and the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, for when benefits matter, but unfortunately because of the tournament play, we haven't had time to talk with them. Again, the winner of this game will play tomorrow the loser of this game will play at 4 against Torrington, as we do have a game set for tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's Lovell and Douglas. Cody will take on the winner of this game at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Moving on to our keys to the game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. For all your cement, sand, and gravel needs, contact Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call 307-789-1515. They do that sand, cement, as well as steel fabrication, critter ladders, and cattle guards. Well, for the Powell Pioneers, it's going to be get the bats going, and you need more than Brock Johnson going up against this team that they don't know each other. Casper and Powell have not played against each other, so this will be the potential one and only meeting between these two, and those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-1515. Moving on to our Varsity Inc. team introductions, and when you look at it, of course, we don't have the right graphics loaded up yet. We apologize about that. But when you look at what could be going on in this one, there is a lot to kind of keep your eye on. Of course, names to talk about: Brock Johnson, as well as the East Player of the Year, Cade Queen. And we're going to go turn it over to Scott Mengold of the Powell radio station, the Hall of Famer, so he can get us ready for the game. Here is Scott Mengold.
In Class A, with the exception of Cheyenne, which went up to Double-A, which used to be their A team, the Hawks, and also the Casper Drillers. So the Pioneers will be in their white tops and white pants today with black numbers surrounded by orange, while the Casper Drillers wearing their black tops with white pants with white numbers and red outline on the Drillers. As temperature-wise in the mid-80s still, as we were getting set up here, there's a slight breeze coming in from center field here at Thorne-Rider Stadium as Powell will set their defense. And first they will go through the opening ceremonies before this state game, as they do the American Legion Baseball Creed.
I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Good luck to both teams, and in the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans and players act responsibly and courteously while encouraging and cheering on your team. Play ball.
So we are getting ready for the start of this game, as Powell will be the home team. So they will set up their defense first. At first base today, Jacob Gibson. At second base, Ethan Welch. At shortstop is Cade Queen. And at third base, Brock Johnson. Out in left field, Ryan Cordes. In center, Trey Stenerson. And out in right field is Aiden Wanaluk. The catcher for the Pioneers, Jed Schwann. And pitching this tournament game will be Dalton Worstel, the right-hander on the hill. As the last time he did play here, he had he had struggled against the Jets as he ended up coming in relief for Cade Queen, trying to get a save, and he ended up getting a blown save as the Sheridan Jets came from behind to beat the Pioneers in that game. So he will work off the mound yesterday, noticing that for the Pioneer pitchers, they really struggled with their off-speed stuff, both Gibson and Greenwald, trying to find the strike zone with the curveball, and hopefully they decide to go and work on the mound. Now, those two pitched enough pitches to not be eligible today, but maybe tomorrow, if the coach decides to go in that direction.
Need to also give a big thank you to our starting lineup sponsor, Varsity Inc., brought to you by our Varsity Inc., sponsoring our starting lineups. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. Get all your Evanston Red Devil gear and customized shirts, camp shirts, event shirts at Varsity Inc. in Evanston, Wyoming. That concludes our Big Country Properties pregame show. Big Country Properties and Bobby Dalzall, we make it happen. 307-782-3556. And now we'll go back to the Hall of Famer, Scott Mangold.
Pioneers, the only issue they had with it was throwing the ball around after a strikeout, and Queen didn't see the ball coming. And he was injured for a moment, but he managed to leg it out on his injury yesterday. So KPOW Powell bringing you Powell Pioneer Baseball as Graydon Bailey will lead things off for the Casper Drillers, right-handed hitter for the Drillers against Dalton Worstel. As Worstel getting the sign from Schwanee. And the first pitch of the game is a fastball and misses outside, ball one. Cole Pexton due up next, and Ryan Devereaux for the Casper Drillers. The 1-0 pitch taken outside, 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch, chopper foul, and it goes to 2-1. Thorne-Rider Stadium here in Sheridan, Wyoming. Artificial surface on the infield as they have grass in the outfield. Two balls, one strike on Bailey. As the pitch hit up the middle and knocked down by Welch, who fires it over to first base, and a nice play from Ethan Welch on a hard hit ball as he took it on a one hop, then fired a dart over to Gibson at first base, and there's one away. That'll bring up Pexton, right-handed hitter for the Casper Drillers. As Worstel peers in, and the first pitch taken for a called strike one. Ryan Devereaux standing on deck for the Drillers. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, strike two. And it's 0-2 on Cole Paxton. Worstel ahead. Curveball hit toward second base, and Ethan Welch again with a diving catch. And there's two away for Ryan Devereaux. Devereaux, the catcher, batting left-handed. We see that quite a bit more nowadays out of catchers. You expect all of them to be right-handers. Well, a lot of them end up batting left-handed. As this pitch taken inside, ball one. Got a left-handed bat. It gets you in the lineup quicker for some teams. The 1-0 pitch taken outside, and it goes to 2-0. Landon Spicer due up next for Casper with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Base is empty. The 2-0. Taken low and in for a called strike one. And it goes to 2-1. Good location for Wurstel there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken outside, and it goes to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Devereaux. Now the pitch. Chopper hit foul. And Wurstel battles back to make it a 3-2 count on Ryan Devereaux. Powell playing a bit to pull as Waddluck hugging more of the line. Stennerson fading toward right field. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. As Wurstel gets his first strikeout and Casper goes in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the first.
Score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Well, there's none. We're off to the bottom of the first. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Wi-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Wi-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit wyhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Back at the Union broadcast booth, here is the Hall of Famer Scott Mangold.
Out and right, Evan Martinez. The catcher is Ryan Devereaux. And pitching this game will be a lefty on the hill, Aiden Teduits. Small T, E, capital D, U-I-T-S. Teduits. Aiden. As the left-hander finishes up his warm-ups. And leading things off for the Pioneers will be Brock Johnson, who was 3 for 3 against Sheridan yesterday with 3 runs scored. He also had a double leading off the ball game, as he also walked and scored a run. As he steps in, leading off for the Powell Pioneers. As to do it with the first pitch, taken low and in, ball 1. Jet Schwann on deck, then Cade Queen due up for the Pioneers. The 1-0 pitch, way outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Brock Johnson. Pitching out of the sun into the shadow here at Thorne-Rider. The 2-0 pitch bounces in, and it's 3-0 on Brock Johnson. As Johnson steps out, now back in. The 3-0 pitch, taken low and outside, ball 4. So the Pioneers with a leadoff man aboard with a walk. And that'll bring up Schwann. Jet Schwann will step up. Had a good game yesterday. 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. As he steps in with nobody out and a runner at first base. As the first pitch to Schwanee is a called strike one. Johnson, who leads the team in stolen bases, takes his lead over at first. To do it's a left-hander. Delivers this, and it's fouled off. Out of play, and it's 0-2 on Jet Schwan. Jason Borders coaching over at third base. Corey Ostemiller at first. As the 0-2 pitch, they'll check Brock Johnson back at first. As of course, with a left-hander on the hill already looking at first base and just have to take a step toward the bag. Brock Johnson takes a good-sized lead again. The 0-2 pitch. Hit up toward the middle. That's knocked down at second. They'll get one. The turn not in time. And a good play over there at second base by Brody Parks. Making a diving play there to get Brock Johnson on a 4-6 putout, and there's one away with Schwan now over at first base, and here's Cade Queen. As Queen had a couple RBIs yesterday against Sheridan. As he steps to the plate with one out, runner at first as the first pitch taken low and in, and a good stop by Devereaux behind the plate. To do it, looks at the runner, now fires to the plate. This ball hit hard out toward left, drifting foul. And the count goes even, 1-1 strike on Cade Queen. Queen, the Western Conference Player of the Year this year. One ball, one strike on Cade Queen. To do it, looks in, now the pitch. Taken for a called strike two. Trey Stenderson standing on deck for the Pioneers. Jet Schwan taking his lead over at first. To do it, there goes Schwan. This ball hit foul. And the count stays at 1-2, and Schwan will head back to first base. This broadcast brought to you by Patricia Moulton, your New York Life agent in Powell. New baseball brought in. Another 1-2 pitch to Cade Queen. Ripped toward right center. That one's deep, and that will drop into the gap. Schwan takes the turn at second, heading to third. He's going to try to score. Queen will stop at second with a stand-up double, and the Pioneers have taken the lead. Cade Queen rips a double to the gap. And that'll bring up Trey Stenderson. 1-0 Pioneers. Stenderson, right-handed hitter against the left-hander to do it. The pitch up high, way over the head. And a good grab by Devereaux, the catcher, to keep Queen at second base. Now the 1-0. Taken outside, and it's 2-0. Aiden Wanaluk standing on deck for the Powell Pioneers. Now the 2-0 pitch. Ripped hard to left field. That one is off the wall. Bounces it off the wall. That'll score Queen. And the Pioneers now lead it 2-0 on back-to-back doubles by Cade Queen and Trey Stenderson. That was a hard hit ball, line drive, and time is going to be called as they will have a discussion on the hill. Maybe about how you can save on bundling your insurance through Greg McDonald, your farmer's insurance agent. As both Stennerson and Queen with some pretty hard hit balls. Stennerson, probably hear that over the radio. It was a loud hit. It was a crack. So Waddleluck will step up with a runner at second base and one out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Powell leading 2-0 on the down-home discount scoreboard here in the bottom of the first inning. Waddleluck steps in, a left-handed hitter against the left-hander to do it. And he fires a curveball in for a called strike one. Ryan Cortez in the on-deck circle for the Pioneers. The 0-1 pitch. Chopper hit toward first and foul. And it's 0-2. Stennerson, good speed, standing there at second base for the Pioneers. The 0-2 taken low. That bounces away. There goes Stennerson off to third on a wild pitch. So with one out, the Pioneers with a runner at third. To do it, stays out of the stretch with a 1-2 count on Waddleluck. Now the pitch. Chopper hit towards second. Stennerson's going to race home as Waddleluck will get an RBI ground out. And Powell now leads it 3-0 on a 4-3 putout. And now bases are empty for Cortez. As Ryan Cortez steps in, looking for his first hit. He walked once in his 4 trips to the plate yesterday. As he swings and misses, strike one. Dalton Wurstel on the on-deck circle for the Pioneers. To do it, fires this in for a called strike two with an off-speed pitch. And it's 0-2 on Ryan Cortez. Now the pitch. Pop foul, drifting into foul territory, and they'll look at it, fly over the fence, and it stays at 0-2. Two outs. Base is empty, bottom of the first inning. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. As Taduitz gets his first strikeout, but Powell gets 3 runs in the inning.
2-0 your score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We're off to the second. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Time for the Kazine's Ace Fan Cam. Big thank you to Kazine's Ace in Furniture as that one is hit towards the shortstop. Throw to first, high, and they'll reach on an error for Casper. But Kazine's Ace and Furniture in Evanston, Wyoming, big thank you for them for giving us a chance to recognize these fan bases. Of course, the Casper team coming from about 2 hours down the road. Same thing for Powell. Now we'll go ahead and turn it back over to the Hall of Famer, Scott Mangold.
Hager, right-handed hitter. Rider at first and nobody out. As we're still out of the stretch for the first time and fires this up a bit high, ball one. We're still peers at the runner. The 1-0. Take it outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Hager. The pitch. Taken for a called strike one. And it goes to 2-1. As Spicer takes his lead over at first. There goes the runner, swung on a hit and run, and it's fouled off, and it goes to 2-2. Cody earlier beat Douglas 17-5. In the loser out games today, Level came from behind to beat Sheridan 14-8, while Torrington eliminated Green River in 8 innings, 11-8. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hager. The pitch. Take it up high, and it's 3-2. Second full count for Wurstel in the game. The 3-2 pitch. Ripped toward right field, base hit. That'll drop in, and that's the first hit for Casper. Now with runners at first and second base and nobody out. And here comes Tucker Sides, the DH. And he's a good-sized kid stepping in. And a chance to get the Drillers on the board here as they trail the Pioneers 3-0. As Wurstel looks at the runner at second. Now the pitch way outside, ball one. See the left fielders for both teams have been shading their eyes with their glove from the sun. The 1-0, way outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Tucker Sides. Wurstel, now the pitch. Swung on and missed strike one as Sides tried to hit that one out of here. A big cut. Now it's 2-1. The pitch. Hit towards second. Base hit. That goes the other way as the throw comes in, and they'll hold him. They'll hold the runner at third, and now the bases are loaded for Evan Martinez. As Martinez steps in with the bases loaded and nobody out here at the top of the second inning. Worstow's going to go back out of the windup. As the first pitch taken at the knees for a called strike one. And it's 0-1 on Evan Martinez. Brody Parks due up next for Casper. The pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Strike two. And it's 0-2. Martinez steps out, now steps back in. We're still ahead at 0-2 as this pitch comes in. Taken outside, and it's 1-2. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Drillers, top of the second. The 1-2 pitch, curveball missing inside, and it goes to 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three as Worstow gets his second strikeout. And with one away, here's Brody Parks, the second baseman, as he steps in. Trying to get the Drillers on the board here with the bases loaded. Worstow out of the windup. First pitch, curveball, taken for a called strike one. It's a slow looping curve thrown by Worstow. The 0-1 taken up high, and it goes to 1-1. 2 hits and an error. Load the bases, the first 3 batters. We have 1 out and a 1-1 count on Brody Parks. Now the pitch. Curveball taken low, and it's 2-1. Parks, the number 8 hitter, seeing a lot of curveballs. Worstow, a long look in. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bloop toward right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. That'll score 1. Here comes another one in as the throw is cut off, and nobody was talking to Gibson, as 2 runs will come in. Gibson was holding on to the ball. There was 2 players over at third, and they had to send him. But nobody was talking to Gibson to have him throw it home. So 2 runs come in. And now runners at first and third. And here's Gallus as he'll step in. With Casper now trailing 3-2. He'll check the runner back at first, and Parks dives back to the bag. Now the pitch, taken for a called strike one. Top of the order with Graydon Bailey due up next. Now the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. And it's 0-2 on Gallus. Now the 0-2 pitch, bloop back to the screen, and it stays at 0-2. Side standing at third base, Parks at first for Casper. The 0-2. Taken for a called strike 3. So 2 outs for Bailey. He was robbed of a base hit in the first inning by Ethan Welch at second. As he steps in for the second time and a chance to tie this game up. Wersto peering at the runner at first. Now the pitch, taken outside, ball 1. All the hits have been to the right side of the field. Really where Pioneers do have 2 strong infielders on the left side. This ball hit out towards center. Stenderson goes back. He'll camp and make the grab, and that'll end the inning. But Casper gets 2 runs in the inning. They do it on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the second inning.
Pioneers still lead by 1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Two runs for Casper in the top of the second. We'll see what the Casper Oilers are able to do as Aiden DeToots comes back on for his second inning. Now we send it over to Scott Mangold with the score 3-2 Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Of the second inning with the bottom of the order, as Dalton Wurstel will lead things off for the Pioneers.
Up to bat for Powell, number 6, your pitcher, Dalton Wurstel.
Wurstel, right-hander against Aiden Teduitz. Teduitz 3-0 on the season with a 2.91 ERA. As the first pitch fouled off, strike 1. Powell getting him for 3 runs on 2 hits. The 0-1 to Wurstel. Bounces its way in, and it's 1-1. Jacob Gibson on deck, then Ethan Welch due up for the Pioneers. The 1-1 pitch way outside into the backstop, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Chopper hit towards short. Takes a second hop to throw over to first. Not in time as Wurstel dives into the bag. A good hustle by Dalton Wurstel. As Paxton had some time to throw and then looked up, and Wurstel was charging up the line. And got there in time. Here's Jacob Gibson. Gibson batting in the number 8 spot in the order. Has to do it. The first pitch. Squares to bunt and bunts it foul. Strike 1. Ethan Welch due up next for the Pioneers. Wurstel takes a short lead over at first base for the Pioneers. Now the pitch. Gibby misses that one. as he tried to bunt and missed the ball completely. And it's 0-2. To do it's out of the stretch. The 0-2 pitch taken outside. And it's 1-2. Gibby showed bunt again. One ball, two strikes on Gibson. The pitch. Bunts it perfect. To do it's an underhand toss over to first, so Gibson sacrifices with two strikes on him, sending Wurstel off to second.
The out brings up second baseman.
So one out, and there's Ethan Welch, as he did not get to bat yesterday as he comes to the plate with a runner at second base and one out. As to do it's with the first pitch to Welch. That ball's fouled off and out of play. Strike one. Brock Johnson in the on-deck circle for the Pioneers. We're still taking his lead at second. The pitch. Curveball stays high, and it goes to 1-1. Powell 3, Casper 2. We bat here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Taken at the knees for a called strike two. And it goes to 1-2. To do it's peering over at Wurstel now at second. The pitch. Taken right down the middle for a called strike three. As Tadewitz gets his second strikeout. And that'll bring up Brock Johnson. Johnson walked in his first at-bat. Has a chance to maybe get his first RBI at the state tournament. With a runner at second and now two outs. As the pitch, curveball missing inside, ball one. Jet Schwan standing on deck for the Pioneers. The 1-0 pitch, taken low and outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Brock Johnson. We're still with his lead at second. The pitch, way outside, 3-0. Brock Johnson has not seen a strike yet in his 2 at-bats. First base is open. Here's the 3-0 delivery. Taken at the knees for a called strike one. Now the 3-1 pitch. Ripped toward right field and deep. That ball will bounce off of the wall. Wurstel will come in to score. Brock Johnson still on his horse. He's going to try for third, and he gets there. It'll be an RBI triple by Brock Johnson, and the Powell Pioneers take a 4-2 lead. And time is called as we'll have another visit out on the hill. As DeTuitz is going to keep the baseballs. The discussion maybe about how to sell your home with Nicole Rodriguez-Brown of Elite West Realty. Jet Schwan due up next. No, they're going to make a pitching change. We'll take this 2-minute break. Back with more in a moment. This is the Pioneers on KP.
You're tuned in to the 2023 state tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical. And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685, and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, when benefits matter.
Big righty Tyler DePorter will come in. 42 1/3 innings pitched, 4-4 record, 46 runs, 31 earned, 38 walks, 54 strikeouts, and a 5.126 ERA. Now we'll take it back over to the Hall of Famer, Scott Mangold.
Cade Queen standing on deck for the Pioneers. The 1-0. Taken down low, and it's 2-0. Brock Johnson standing at third base for the Pioneers. Now the pitch. Taken on the outside corner for a called strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jet Schwan. Powell leading 4-2. They'll check the runner, and Brock gets back quickly. Two and one on Schwan. The pitch. Lifted foul and out of play, and it goes to 2-2. Shadow of the stadium covering third base now. The left fielder and center fielder both shading their eyes. The 2-2 pitch, foul back, and Schwan just got a piece of that one. To do it, he goes 1 2/3, 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. This ball hit towards second on a 2-hopper, a 3-hopper. Now the throw over to first and in time, and that'll end the inning. Pioneers do get a run on a couple hits. There are no errors and a runner left.
4-2, Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back with the third inning, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision on the 2023 Single A State Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Trey Stenderson now in to pitch for the Powell Pioneers to start the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Dalton Worstel ends the day with 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Here is Scott Mangold.
Last year, he does have a 5-inning perfect game under his belt this year. As he steps in, they'll put Cortez out in center and move Worstel out to left. As stepping in first will be Cole Pexton. He lined out to second his first time up, 0 for 1. Powell leading 4-2 as we start the top of the third. As the pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Ryan Devereaux on deck, then Landon Spicer due up for Casper. The 0-1 bounces it in, and it goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cole Pexton. Now the pitch. Hit toward third. Knocked down there by Brock Johnson. He'll toss it over to first and in time on a 5-3 putout. And there's 1 away here in the top of the third inning for Ryan Devereaux. Devereaux, a strikeout victim to end the first inning against Worstel. As he steps in with 1 out, base is empty. Here in the top of the third inning. Stenderson, the right-hander, delivers the first pitch, taken at the knees for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, taken low and in, and that bounces away. And the count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on Ryan Devereaux. The pitch hit up toward the middle, and again, Welch comes up and makes the catch on a liner, and there's 2 away for Landon Spicer. Spicer got last inning going by reaching on an error by Cade Queen. He came around to eventually score on the 2 RBI single by Brody Parks. As the first pitch fouled off, strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Taken a bit high, and it goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Spicer. As this one stays high, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the third inning. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ripped toward left, base hit. Knocked down by Worstel. So a 2-out single, And here's Tanner Hager, who was singled to right his last time up, as he steps to the plate with 2 outs and now a runner at first. Stannerson peering in as the first pitch taken for a called strike 1. Casper has not tried to steal a base yet. The 0-1 pitch. Ripped toward right field. Stopping right there is Wanaluk, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left.
4-2 Powell on the Heritage of Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Bottom of the 3rd inning, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. We'll be right back on the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. It's 4-2 Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Taking it back to the Hall of Famer, Scott Mangold.
As Powell will send up their 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Face off against Tyler DePorter, who came on in relief last inning for the Drillers.
Up to bat for Powell.
As Cade Queen will lead things off. He doubled and scored in the first inning. As DePorter out of the windup, first pitch went around, strike 1. Tried to check. Trey Stenderson on deck, then Aiden Wanaluk due up for the Pioneers. This pitch, curveball way outside, and that bounces back to the backstop. That ball swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Cade Queen. The pitch. Curveball stays high, and it's 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Popped up to center, drifting back, now coming in, and they'll make the catch as Bailey handles that one, and there's one away. Here's Trey Stenderson. He doubled off of the wall last time up. It's a big green monster out and left here at Thorne-Rider. As the first pitch to Stenderson floats in for a called strike 1 with a breaking pitch. Now the 0-1. That one's pop foul and heading out of play. Shadow moving more toward halfway through to left field here in Sheridan. Time is called as Porter ties his shoe. This broadcast brought to you by First Choice Imaging and by Sage Wealth Management. DePorter ahead at 0-2. This pitch high and in, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, dropped. They'll fire it down to first and a high throw, and he's safe. So it'll be the first error of the game for Casper. And the Pioneers have a one-out base runner. As the throw came in high and Spicer had to jump off of the bag to get it. And Stennerson dove in underneath it. And here's Wanaluk. He ground out to second his first time up, 0 for 1. As DePorter with the first pitch, hit towards short. Knocked down there for 1. They'll make the turn and got him. A 6-4-3 double play. Turned in by Casper, and the Pioneers are done in the third.
The score still Powell 4, Casper 2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
End of the third, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Now going into the fourth, an 0-1 count to Tucker Sides, fouled back from by Sides from Stenderson. We now turn it over to Scott Mangold.
Next for the Casper Drillers, the 0-2. Curveball way inside and almost plunks him. And it's 1-2. As Sides gets out of the way of that one. Sides a DH for Casper. This pitch, fastball taken for a called strike 3. As Stenderson gets his first strikeout. And here's Evan Martinez. He was a strikeout victim. His first time up against Dalton Worstel. As he steps in, 1 out, base is empty. First pitch, missing outside, ball 1. Brody Parks due up next. The pitch, up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Evan Martinez. The pitch. Chopper hit towards short. Brock Johnson cuts it off, fires it over to first in time on a 5-3 put-up. So 2 away, base is empty for Brody Parks. Parks had a single to right field that scored 2 runs back in the top of the second inning. Probably should have been 1, but the Pioneers weren't communicating, and another run snuck in. As the first pitch to Parks is a fastball taken for a called strike 1. Braxton Gallus due up next for the Casper Drillers. The 0-1 chopper hit toward Brock Johnson again. Johnson on the run, fires it to first in a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Powell leads at 4-2. Back after this 1-minute break. This is the Pioneers on.
It's the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Halfway through this 7-round bout in the winner's bracket, it's Powell 4, Casper 2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We now turn it over to Scott Mangold.
Ryan Cortez steps in. He struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. As the first pitch way outside, ball 1. Dalton Worstel due up next. The 1-0. That misses outside, 2-0 on Cortez. DePorter out of the windup. The pitch way outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes on Ryan Cortez. Now the pitch. Fastball down the middle for a called strike 1. And it goes to 3-1. Now the pitch. Chopper off the plate, foul. Count full now on Ryan Cortez as DePorter battles back to make it a full count. Now the payoff pitch to Cortez. Taken outside, ball 4. So the Pioneers with their leadoff man aboard. They lead it 4-2. And here's Dalton Worstel at a hustle single, his first time up, diving into the bag to beat the throw from short. As he steps in with a runner at first base and nobody out. First pitch right down the middle for a called strike 1. Cortez taking his lead over at first. The pitch popped up. Cortez was taking off. Now he'll head back to first base, and the ball caught at second base by Parks. And there's one away for Jacob Gibson. Gibson at a sacrifice bunt his first time up as he steps in with 1 out and a runner at first base. As the pitch taken high, ball 1. Ethan Welch standing on deck for the Pioneers. The 1-0. That's up high, 2-0. Neither team has attempted to steal yet from first base. There goes Cortez. He takes off, and he'll go in easily as Gibby takes ball 3. Not that I'm stealing signs up here or anything. The 3-0 pitch outside, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning. We'll put runners at first and second with 1 out. And here's Ethan Welch. Welch struck out looking his first time up, 0 for 1. Batting in the number 9 spot in the order. Time is called as Devereaux goes out there. This broadcast also brought to you by Keel Sanitation. Right-hander against right-hander. As the first pitch swung on and missed it, a ball over his head. Strike 1. Cortez at second base, Gibson at first for the Pioneers. The 0-1 taken outside, 1-1. Brock Johnson in the on-deck circle for the Pioneers. The 1-1 pitch now from DePorter. Nope, he's going to step off and look the runner back. This pitch taken outside, and it's 2-1. So 2 walks in the inning by DePorter. With 1 out, he's going to step off and again look Cortez back to second base. Now the pitch. Hit up toward the middle. That will be good as Cortez went back. Now finally he'll get off to third as that ball bounces off of Paxton's glove. On a liner hit up the middle, it'll be an infield single, and the bases are loaded. And here comes Brock Johnson. And time is called as they will have a meeting on the hill. As they will discuss the strategy now with the bases loaded, set by the bottom of the order. And it'll be a short discussion. The first pitch to Brock Johnson taken low, ball 1. Jet Schwan standing on deck. 1 out, bases loaded with Pioneers. They lead it 4-2 and trying to add on. The pitch, curveball that's taken for a called strike 1. The pitch, curveball ripped toward left. They'll tag on the play. That'll drop in for a base hit. The throw will come in, and Gibson overruns third base and is tagged out easily. So Brock Johnson gets the RBI, and for some reason, Gibson overruns third. Welch settles in at second. Cortez scores. It's now 5-2, and Schwanee will come in as he takes a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Cade Queen standing on deck. The 0-1. Chopper hit toward first. That'll go into the hole. Base hit. Taking the turn is Welch. Here comes the throw in. Not in time. There goes Schwann off to second. He's tagged out easily as the Pioneers run into 2 outs on the base paths, as that will end the inning.
It is 6-2, the score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Powell leads going into the 5th. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Fifth inning, it is 6-2. Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Now turning it over to the Hall of Famer, the legendary Scott Mengold.
Now with a 4-run lead. And he'll face off against the 9-1-2 hitters of the Casper Drillers, as Braxton Gallus will lead things off. He was a strikeout victim against Wurstel in the 2nd inning. As he steps in, the first pitch popped up. Queen calling for it. Now Brock Johnson says, I've got it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Brock Johnson has made the last 3 outs for the Pioneers. Now the top of the order with Graydon Bailey stepping in. He was 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. As he faces Stenerson for the first time. The pitch taken down the middle for a called strike 1. Cole Paxton due up next. The 0-1 pitch. Ripped towards center field, base hit. As Bailey with his first base hit of the game. And here's Cole Paxton. He has popped up and ground out so far. As he comes to the plate with 1 out, runner at first base for the Casper Drillers. Stenerson, a long look, now checks the runner over at first. The pitch taken up high, ball 1. Ryan Devereaux standing on deck. The 1-0 pitch. Ripped foul and out of play. And it goes to 1-1. Powell with 3 runs in the first, another in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Casper got their 2 runs against Wurstel in the second. One ball, 1 strike on Cole Paxton. As the pitch taken for a called strike 2. And it's 1-2. So Stenerson ahead in the count at 1-2. There goes the runner. This ball hit toward the right side, picked up by Gibby. He'll tag first. And there's two away now with a runner in scoring position in Bailey, and here's Ryan Devereaux. Devereaux's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. Correction, that was a line-out. And time is called as Schwann's going to go out and talk things over with Stenderson about secondary pitches, I'm guessing. This broadcast brought to you by Dr. Jason Hoffman at Division Dental, bringing you the Powell Pioneers today. Rudder at second and 2 outs. Devereaux, the left-handed hitting catcher. As the first pitch taken for a called strike one. Oh and 1 on Devereaux as Bailey again with his lead at second. Now the pitch. Curveball, that stays way high, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Devereaux. Now the pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. Back into the screen. And Stenderson gets ahead in the count at 1-2 on Ryan Devereaux. Devereaux steps back in. Lights are on here at Thorne-Rider. As the 1-2 pitch from Stenderson, taken for a called strike 3.
That's the end of the top of the 5th. Casper goes quietly. It's Powell 6, Casper 2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Cole Pexton now taking to the bump for the Drillers. A 5-0 record. 34 hits, 31 runs, 19 of them earned, 28 walks, 34 strikeouts, and a 3.410 ERA. Here is Scott Mangold.
That can't be Cole Pexton. Jay Pexton, there we go. So Jay Pexton takes over on the hill. Left-handed pitcher again for Casper, as Powell's seen 2 lefties today. 3.41 ERA. And he'll face off against Cade Queen. Queen is 1 for 2. He doubled and scored back in the first inning. Powell leading 6-2. Trying to add on against the Drillers. As the first pitch, a curveball, stays upstairs, ball 1. Trey Stenderson next. Then Aiden Wanalock. The 1-0 taken down inside, and it's 2-0. Paxton out of the windup. Fastball low, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes on Cade Queen. The pitch. Check swing, didn't go, and it's called strike one anyway. Now the 3-1 pitch. Taken low and outside, ball 4. So Paxton comes in and walks the first batter he sees, and that'll bring up Trey Stenderson. Stenderson's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored in the first inning. He struck out in the third, but still hustled to first base. As Paxton starts him off up high, ball 1. Aiden Wandeluck standing on deck for the Pioneers. They'll check the runner, and diving back to the bag is Cade Queen. Queen is always looking for the steal sign. You will stare at the coach. This pitch taken at the knees for a, well, down low. And it's 2-0 on Stenderson. Stenderson with 13 home runs this year. As they'll check the runner again, and Queen dives back to the bag. Stenderson showed his power on that double in the first inning, and a line drive shot that put a dent in the wall in left field. The 2-0 pitch now to Stenderson. That's up high, 3-0. So Paxton walking Queen on 5 pitches. Now he's 3-0 on Stenderson. As the pitch taken inside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start off the 5th inning for the Pioneers. And here's Aiden Wandeluck. Wandeluck 0 for 2. He has ground out twice, the last time into a double play. And we'll see if Pioneers want to give him up. As Paxton with the first pitch taken for a called strike 1. Wandeluck did not square around. Left-hander against left-hander here. The 0-1 pitch to Aiden Wandeluck. Bounces its way in. Not enough to advance as Devereaux covers that one up on a nice play for the Casper Drillers. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wandeluck. The pitch taken outside, 2-1. Ryan Cortez standing on deck for the Pioneers. Queen at second, Stenderson at first for the Pioneers. Nobody out. The pitch popped up as Devereaux will make the catch from the catcher's spot, and there's one away. And here's Ryan Cortez. Cortez 0 for 1. He walked and scored last time up. As he steps in with runners at first and second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Powell leading 6-2 on the down-home discount scoreboard. As the first pitch taken up high, ball 1. Dalton Wurstel in the on-deck circle for the Pioneers. The 1-0 pitch to Cortez, fastball taken down low. And it's 2-0. Jay Paxton, the left-hander in relief. The pitch up high, 3-0. So a 3-0 count on Ryan Cortez with 1 out. Now the pitch taken up high, ball 4. So he walks the bases loaded with 1 out now. And here's Dalton Worstel. Time is called again, and that path being worn by the Casper manager to the pitcher's mound as he's going out to try to calm down Paxton. This broadcast brought to you by Powell Lock. Need to be unlocked or locked? Call Powell Lock, 307-271-7247. We'll have a pitching change. We'll take this 2-minute timeout and continue. You're listening to
New pitcher coming in for Casper. We'll tell you all about him when we come back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Asher Logan, the new pitcher, greeted with a sacrifice RBI to score, making it 7-2. Logan, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, 1 win, 2 losses. 15 hits, 29 runs, 20 earned, 23 walks to 3 strikeouts, and an 11.05 ERA. Here's Scott Mangold.
Now the pitch up high, and Gibby has to jump out of the way of that one. And it's 2-0. As the umpires are going to have a conference behind the pitcher. This broadcast brought to you by Berg Simpson Law Firm. Good lawyers changing lives. I think they're going to check some jewelry, maybe. Nope, they're telling Logan about maybe his delivery is balkish. This pitch taken low and outside. There goes the runner off to third. Here's the throw down, and not in time as Stenderson gets ahead of the tag. It'll be called a wild pitch. And the Pioneers now with runners at second and third and a 3-0 count on Gibson with Ethan Welch standing up in the on-deck circle. This pitch taken inside, ball 4. So the Pioneers taking advantage of some erratic pitching. That is the 7th walk given up by Casper pitching against the Pioneers. And Ethan Welch will come up. He singled his last time up. Two outs. Runners. Well, the Pioneers with the bases loaded. 1 run already in for the Pioneers. As the pitch taken low and outside, ball 1. With Brock Johnson standing on deck for the Pioneers. The pitch up high and in, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. Low and outside, 3-0. You don't want to see Brock Johnson coming up in this situation. Way he's been swinging the bat. The 3-0 now to Welch, and that's plunks him. He gets hit by a pitch to get an RBI, and Powell now leads at 8-2. And the bases are loaded for Brock Johnson. Johnson is 2 for 2. He has two RBIs as he steps in with the bases juiced and 2 outs. As the first pitch taken down the middle for a called strike 1. Johnson, he's been up to the plate 7 times. They haven't gotten him out yet, and he swings and misses at this, and it's 0-2 on Brock Johnson. Johnson steps back in. Now the 0-2 pitch. Curveball way high, and Devereaux jumps up to catch that one. And it's 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball hit toward third. Knocked down there. They'll go the short way to second in time. It'll be a fielder's choice, and that'll end the inning. But Powell gets 2 runs in the inning on no hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on.
It's 8-2 Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard heading in to the 6th. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. Presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
6-run lead for the Pioneers, 8-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As we head into the 6th, here is Scott Mangold.
2 outs up there and gave Casper 2 runs. They're trying to enter the corrections. Umpires do use the scoreboard, and it bothers them if it's wrong. As Landon Spicer gets ready to come in.
Up to bat, number 8, Landon Spicer.
Got the score fixed, still have 2 outs up there. So first pitch to Spicer is low and outside, ball 1. Tanner Hager due up next. The 1-0 pitch taken for a called strike 1. Spicer so far 1 for 2, reached on an air and scored, and singled his last time up. The 1-1 pitch taken outside, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Spicer. This ball swung on and missed, strike 2. As the count goes even at 2-2. Stennerson now with the 2-2 pitch. Taken outside, 3-2. So a full count on Spicer. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3 as it's fouled into Schwanne's glove. And there's 1 away for Tanner Hager. Hager's 1 for 2. They're asking for a count on the pitch count for Stennerson. As Corey Ostemiller came out and asked for the pitch count. 38 for Trey Stennerson. As Hager steps in. He's got a couple more coming pitches. As this pitch taken down the middle for a called strike 1. Hager singled and scored in the second and flew out to right field his last time up. The 0-1 lifted towards center. Cortez going back, still going back, and that's over his head. That'll bounce against the wall. As the throw comes in towards second, and it'll be a 1-out double for Tanner Hager. And here's Tucker Sides. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the second and struck out in the 4th inning, and we'll have a pitching change. We'll take this 2-minute timeout and continue after this 2-minute break.
It's 8-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on the 2023 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department for the May mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The
The strategic plan for Uintah County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
New pitcher for Powell Pioneers, it's Ethan Welsh, as we turn it back over to Scott Mangold.
So Tucker Sides will step in with one out, no runner at second base. That's the responsibility of Stenderson. Stenderson goes back to center. As the first pitch, ripped foul and out of play. Waddleluck moves to second base. Wurstel now is in right field. Cortez goes back to left. The 0-1 pitch now to Sides. Curveball missing outside, and it's 1-1. Evan Martinez standing on deck for Casper. Hager takes his lead at second for the Drillers. The pitch swung on and fouled off. And it's 1-2 on Tucker Sides. That one bounces off of Schwanee a bit. Our broadcast brought to you by Rhinos Rentals and Bobcat of the Bighorn Basin. Winner of this game gets Cody tomorrow night at 7. Loser plays at 4 against Torrington. Now the 1-2 pitch from Welch. Lifted to left, and that's caught by Queen on the run. And there's 2 away.
Out number 2 brings up number
And here's Martinez, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Martinez, right-hander against the right-hander Welch. As the first pitch from Welch, a curveball that stays high, ball 1. Brody Parks on deck for Casper. Now the pitch from Welch. Lifted foul and out of play, and the count goes even at 1-1. One ball, one strike on Martinez with 2 outs, runner at second. Now the pitch way high and over the head of Martinez. Welch trying to throw that curve and not working. He'll take a long walk around the hill. Hager leads off second. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled into the glove of Schwanee. And it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Evan Martinez. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. As Welch gets the strikeout, and Casper comes away empty. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Going into the bottom of the sixth, Powell leads it on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, 8-2. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Casper goes to the bullpen yet again. Cody Swanson in. Here is Scott Mangold.
Right-handed pitcher. Only his third appearance on the year. And he'll come in the bottom of the sixth inning. And will face off against the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters of the Pioneers. It's nice to have a deep bench like that. Like he's got a complete pitching staff sitting on next to him. Jet Schwan will lead things off. He is 1 for 3 and an RBI his last time up. And he'll be the first to face off against Cody Swanson. "13 innings of work, or 13 batters. As this pitch taken up high, ball 1. Cade Queen on deck, then Trey Stenerson due up for the Pioneers. The 1-0 to Schwan. Fastball taken for a called strike 1. And it goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper hit towards short. Paxton picks it up, fires on the run, and not held on over at first. So it will be an error, I believe.
Base hit brings up 25, Cade Queen.
And here comes Cade Queen. He is 1 for 2, 2 runs scored. He has an RBI. So he steps in with a runner at first and nobody out. Swanson from the stretch. The pitch up high, ball 1. Trey Stenerson due up next. Schwan takes his lead over at first base for the Pioneers. The pitch taken down the middle for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cade Queen. Now the pitch. Ripped to left, but foul. As Queen shakes his fist, knowing that he had a good pitch to hit. Just got a little too excited and pulled it foul. 1-2 now on Queen. Schwan with his lead at first. Nobody out, and a balk is called. And that'll send Schwanee off to second base. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And a 1-2 count on Cade Queen. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Swanson gets the strikeout. Only the third Pioneer strikeout. And here's Trey Stenderson. Stenderson is 1 for 2. He struck out back in the third inning, but reached on an error. His first pitch stays high, ball 1. He doubled off the wall in the first inning. One out, runner at second for the Pioneers. The 1-0 now to Stenderson. Up high, 2-0. With Aiden Wandeluck due up next for the Pioneers. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike 1. And it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Belted toward left field. That will be off the top of the wall. Schwann held up. He's going to try to come in, and nobody cuts it off. It'll be an RBI double by Trey Stenderson, and the Pioneers now lead it 9-2. That one half up the wall in center field. And yeah, I got a piece of that one. Here's Aiden Wandeluck. He is the only Pioneer who hasn't been on base today. He is 0 for 3 so far, with 2 groundouts and a pop-up to the catcher. As he steps in with 1 out, runner at second base. As the first pitch stays high, ball 1. Ryan Cortez due up next for the Pioneers. The 1-0 pitch lifted foul. And the count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike on Wandeluck. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ripped to first, grabbed by the first baseman on a hard one hopper, and a nice play by Spicer to make the play. And here's Cortez. Cortez 0 for 1. He's walked twice. He has also scored a run for the Pioneers as he steps in with a runner at third, and now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Powell leading 9-2. The first pitch to Cortez, taken outside, ball 1. Beautiful night for baseball here in Sheridan, Wyoming. Gorgeous scene here at Thorne-Rider. The 1-0 pitch taken low, and it's 2-0. No wind, no breeze. Just a summer night here in Wyoming. The 2-0 pitch now to Cortez. Taken outside, 3-0. Dalton Worstel on deck for the Pioneers. Swanson, the 5th Casper pitcher. The 3-0 pitch up high, and it's 3-1. Or nope, it's ball 4. Correction. That is 8 walks by Casper pitching. And here's Worstel. He'll step up with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Worstel 1 for 2. He's got an RBI. He had a sacrifice fly his last time up. As the first pitch from Swanson hit towards second. That's knocked down there. They'll make the play on a 4-6 putout, and that'll end the inning. But Powell gets another run. They do it on 1 hit. There was an error, and 2 runners left on.
9-2, Powell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Going into the 7th, Powell 3 outs away from the winner's bracket game tomorrow night against Cody at 7 o'clock. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
8-9-1 hitters to face off against Powell's Ethan Welch. Down by 7. Powell 3 outs away from a date in the winner's bracket game tomorrow night against Cody. Here is Scott Mangold.
As he steps up, leading off here, the top of the 7th inning. Welch, the right-hander. The first pitch stays high, ball 1. Braxton Gallus due up next for the Casper Drillers. We brought a left-hander out. As this pitch way inside, and it's 2-0. Weston Phillips in the on-deck circle. This pitch not even close, way outside. And it's 3-0 on Parks. As Welch looking for the strike zone here. The 3-0 pitch now to Parks. Right down the middle for a called strike 1, and it goes to 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. Ripped foul, and it's 3-2. So Welch battles back to make the count full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3 as Welch battles back to get the strikeout. And here comes Phillips as he will sub in. So he replaces Gallus at the number 9 spot. Left-handed hitter. One out, base is empty here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Taken outside, and it's 1-0. Graydon Bailey on deck for Casper. The 1-0. Hit towards second. Waddluck scoops that up, fires it over to first and in time. And there's 2 away, and Casper's down to their final out. As Bailey steps in. Bailey is 1 for 3, singled his last time up. Welch out of the stretch. The pitch hit towards short. Queen knocks that down, fires it over to first, and that's the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on as the Pioneers win it 9-2.
Your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, it's Powell 9, Casper 2. As we roll into our post-game show, kick it off with our Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. 3 runs by Powell in the first, 2 by Casper in the second, 1 by Powell in the second. And Powell would outscore the Drillers 6-0. 7 hits for Powell, 6 for Casper, 2 errors for the Drillers, 1 for the Pioneers. Powell led at the plate by Brock Johnson and Trey Stenderson, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs each, as they got on the board in the bottom of the first after K. Queen doubled. Trey Stenderson doubled, 2 doubles for Stenderson off of the big green wall. Stenderson pitched 3 1/3 innings in relief. He surrendered 3 hits, no runs while striking out. The win will probably be going to Worstel. He goes 2 innings in the start, 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 earned, 3 strikeouts. Or Trey Stenderson with 3 3/3 innings pitched of 3 hit ball, no runs, and 3 strikeouts. For the Drillers, they are led tonight by Tanner Hagar, 2 for 3 with a run scored. And the loss coming, unfortunately, to Aiden Deduitz. That is your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Moving on to our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today, and we're going to give it to Trey Stenderson. Not 1, but 2 loud rings off of the Green Monster for doubles for Stenderson as he gets our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. And moving on to our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. We're going to give it to Trey Stenderson as well. Not only does he go 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a walk, and only 1 strikeout, but on the mound he goes 3 3/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, and 3 strikeouts to no walks. In a minute, we'll be joining Scott Mangold live with Powell Pioneer skipper Jason Borders as we have set up a matchup in the Park County rivalry between the Pioneers and the Cubs, as the Pioneers got it done here tonight. And we'll go through our schedule for day 3 games. First game starting at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 12:45, and it's going to be Douglas versus the Lovell Mustangs. Then at 4 o'clock, it'll be Torrington versus Casper. Then 7 o'clock, it'll be the Powell Pioneers and the Cody Cubs. Getting ready to turn it back over to Scott Mangold, who's live with Jason Borders. So here it is.
We keep talking about pitching, and more pitching, and you guys did it today. You could probably argue that, well, really you only gave up 1 run. It was just the miscommunication out there by the Pioneers could have helped. They kept that other run off. But looking at the stats, no walks, no hit batters by your pitchers. And while Casper had 8 walks in the game, that's a key.
Yep. You know, it's getting to be old hat, but our pitchers are what do it for us. We score enough runs to give them a cushion, and, you know, when they can throw with the lead, we're pretty tough.
With Worstel starting, the last time he was on this mound, he gave up 5 runs and ended up taking a loss. You obviously had the confidence that he could go out and at least give you the 2 innings.
Yeah, you know, I thought he'd go more innings. His pitch count got high, so we had to get him out of there. But I can't say enough about my pitching staff. I mean, I feel confident going with whoever. Look at Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think Ethan would be the closer?
Well, not quite, in a tight game, but yeah.
He's my guy I go to. I know he'll come in and he'll throw strikes. He has a nice little curveball that keeps him off balance so he can deal. But, it's just our pitching is amazing. I'm comfortable with anybody we go to. Tomorrow is going to be a big game.
Yeah.
We're going to go home and talk about it, and we'll figure that one out. But,
Brock Johnson finally got out. It was against like their fifth pitcher or their fourth pitcher that they brought in, a kid who was throwing at about 40 miles an hour. But he had been perfect going into that last at-bat today. So your big stars produce, and even the bottom of the order, like you like to point out.
I do.
They did the job today.
I'm proud of those guys down at the bottom because, like I said, they reset everything and turn it over to our big guys and let them just go swing it. And we seem to hit better with guys on base. So, when they're on and those guys are up, it seems to that's when we score some runs. And, I don't know. I'm super proud of this staff. I've bragged about them all year long. I've talked about them, but I probably more sounded like I was bragging about them. But they're the heart of our team. They're what make us go. When we know we only gonna give up a couple runs, 1 run, 2 runs a game, we're
you guys are tough.
We're a pretty confident baseball team.
Well, Trey Stennerson, his 2 doubles, you could hear those hitting the wall.
Yeah, you put
a little dent out there. It's good to have Trey up and facing a kid that is throwing fastballs.
Yeah.
So, and Cade Queen, of course. Your defense does the job. You only ended up with the 1 error in the game, if you've got good defense behind you, you don't need the strikeout.
No, and I bet $100 Cade gets that ball hit to him 10 more times, he doesn't make that error.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that happens. Physical errors that we can live with. It's the mental ones, and I felt like the one where we had the 2 kids at third base and let the one score. That was a mental error.
That was just no talking.
There was no communication.
Yeah. So now you get ready to take on Cody. You still have 2 real good pitchers still left to throw. Is that when you bring out Brock Johnson? They don't like Brock Johnson, You
Nope.
hit him last time.
I'm sure a lot of people don't like Brock Johnson. But I don't know. Like I said, we go back every night. We have a team meeting. I let those boys have some ownership in this thing, and we'll talk about it. They'll tell me what they think. Corey and I and Ryan will tell them what we think, and we'll come to something. But we've been doing this for the last couple weeks now, and giving them a little bit of ownership seems to make them play a little different, and when they're picking the guy they're going to throw behind, and I think that's the way we're going to do it again. And I quit now.
Should be fun. Coach, congratulations winning again here at State, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Sounds great. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate
That's
it.
Jason Borders with us as the Powell Pioneers dropped the Casper Drillers 9-2, still unbeaten in the tournament, as they face off against the Cody Cubs in much listened to radio coming up tomorrow night.
And that was Powell manager Jason Borders, and I think we got the matchup everybody was wanting. It's going to be Cody versus Powell tomorrow at 7. Game 1 will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock for day 3 between the Level Mustangs and the Douglas Cats. Pregame at 12:45. Torrington Tigers take on the Casper Drillers at 3:45. And, of course, it all ends tomorrow at 6:45 with Cody and Powell. Cannot wait for that one. Thank you so much for another great day here at the 2023 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. On behalf of all of our crew here, we have Cody Beers, who helped us out the last 2 days, and, of course, Scott Mangold giving my voice a rest. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the morning at 12:45. It's Level versus Douglas in an elimination game. Thank you guys so much, and have a good night.
Production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.